keep an eye on the blue ski in the centre of the frame. That's Danielle McKenzie, Gemma Smith on the right, with plenty of pace to come as well. Ali Bull in the orange and blue and white ski, 5 in from the left. Ella Beer on the outside of her. The gun's up, and they are away. In the open female ski relay final of Australia, a clean jump from all of the field, but look at that. There is not much between them, although it's Ella Beer from Avoca who is flying out in front. Ella Beer is about to have a ski-length lead. Ali Bull forced to jump on the tail. That is the speed that Ella has shown. Now we have Danielle McKenzie from Northcliffe A moving on to the wash. Gemma Smith from Newport A is out on her own. She has a long way to come back onto the wash if she's going to do that. And we are starting to see that now. So that is why these paddlers are the fastest in the country. What we just saw from Ella Beer, traditionally a shorter distance sprint specialist, was phenomenal.
Yeah, wasn't it what? She really did take off and really set the scene for the girls. But here, Alexandra Headland looking like she's catching up the side of her now.
Well, that's the benefit from Ali Bull of being able to jump on the wash and perhaps have it a little bit easier. It always still hurts, but now Ali Bull has put the foot down. She's hitting that can in front. Avoca in 2, Northcliffe in 3, Newport in 4, and then here comes the rest. Look at this shot of everyone piling up on that first can. That is tough racing, and that is what we see in a Ski Relay Championship of Australia.
Yeah, it is. No manners as you go around those cans. It is just get around nice and clean as you can when you've got that many skis going around at once.
You can save the apologies for when you're back on the sand, but that is the benefit now. Ali Bull looks like she just had a little bit of trouble out in front. I don't know whether that was Ella Beer clipping her paddle, but the speed of her boat did drop ever so slightly. Here's the rest of our field starting to make their way through, but it is very tight out in front. The big pile-up from maybe 6th place through to 12th made a big difference, because there's your top 4. It's Ali Bull from Alex Headland in 1. It looks as though Danielle McKenzie is up in 2 from Northcliffe, Gemma Smith in 3, and Ella Beer still right there from Avoca in 4, further back to Surfers Paradise. And then we have some clubs that are starting to pull wide. Jamie Roberts, who's representing Northcliffe, she's seen something that's made her track wide. She wants that clean water, and she's a local paddler, so let's see if it pays off. Here comes Gemma Smith now as well. Gemma and Danielle starting to make their move, but Ali Bull responds just as quickly. A slight lift. You can see the connection that she's getting with her blade. And now she's out in front, a boat length lead over the rest of the field. That is a very, very important lead at this early stage of the race.
Yeah, it is. And Gemma Smith really trying to work down that inside there, but it is Alexandra Headlands hitting the shore, and up and round she goes for the transition.
So that is our Olympian Ali Bull in 1. Gemma Smith will stand up second, but she'll do so alongside Danielle McKenzie, battling for second. Jenny's down on the bench. Jen, what an unbelievable start to this race.
Woo, we were not expecting the teams to be this fast at the moment, but when you've got Ali Bull coming around, Danny Mac, Gemma Smith, this is impeccable. The fact that all the teams have really front-loaded the crew here, but then you have a look at the quality that's heading out right now. This is a race, and I tell you what, everyone is down here on the beach. They've heard that the Open Female Single Ski Relay is on. Everybody wants a part of it. Everyone's screaming around me as Jamie Roberts comes through from Northcliffe. We have got a race on our hands.
We do have a race, and we did just see a pivotal moment, a slight stumble from Newport. That was Lizzie Wellborn as she jumped into the ski, pushed further out into the water. She was thrown off the drop in the short arm and was in incredibly deep water to try and get back in her boat. So it is Lana Rogers from Alex Headland in 1. We then did have Northcliffe in 2, with Newport and Avoca battling it out for 3rd, but Avoca looks to have got the jump on that. I think that's the orange of Nat Drobot, but we will wait before we can see that out of the glare. So that was a pivotal moment. Newport were in 2nd place coming to that tag. Now Lizzie Wellborn, our Iron Woman champion from New South Wales, she has some work to do to stay with them. The pack very tight as they make their way around the first Canbrook.
Is this the last one?
Every aspect of the race is so important. Every jump on, like you talked about before, you got to make sure it's clean. You got to get it on and away and really pull away. So hopefully it doesn't impact them too much, but they've got some ground to pull back now with just that slight mistake from the start there.
Yes, we do, and that's Lana Rogers out in front looking so comfortable on that ski. In fact, that's the ski that used to belong to Max Brooks, the former Australian Ironman champion. Lana had to use it in the last round of the Nutrigrain series, And she said to Max, you know what? I like it so much, I want to buy it. So a late change of craft for Lana Rogers this season, but it is working for her at the moment. She is out in front. That is Northcliffe in 2. I believe that's Naomi Scott with Avoca and Newport battling out behind. That could be Maroochydore in 5th, Surfers Paradise in 6th, but we wait to see if there's any more teams further to the left of screen at the moment. It is hard work. It is a hard grind. There is no assistance and no break for any of our paddlers as they make their way back in. And look at that as well, because the race has tightened right back up. Northcliffe now starting to hit the front.
Yeah, look at Northcliffe go. She is working any sort of runner or push that she can there to try and take that lead from Alexandra Headlands, and she has. So Northcliffe now leading the way into shore just by the ever so small nose of the ski, really. Northcliffe to Alexandra Headlands and Avoca there, just trying to stay on the sidewash there.
Yeah, and Lizzie Wellborn from Newport hanging on to the tail as well. Northcliffe, crucially, Naomi Scott has got a half a boat length jump. She also has the inside line around that first turning flag. So in they come. Wow, one of the first waves that we have seen come through today. A small rest for Newport, Northcliffe rather, and Alex Headland. And Naomi Scott has put it to good use. She's going to turn in first. Lana Rogers from Alex Headland in 2nd. Avoca in 3 and Newport in 4. But that is a gap at the moment that these 2 final paddlers will be looking to capitalise on. So now, who will get the clean jump as we see Avoca come around in 3rd place, Newport in 4. That race out in front is all important at the moment because those moves are now being made as they look for that gold medal. And Brooke, they are still side by side, these 2 final paddlers.
Yeah, here they go. That transition just then was so strong by these 2 teams, and they really did put a gap to the next 2. So, and you can see that right now as they're going out. And Northcliffe, they are laying down the hammer, and they're taking the challenge to them and saying, we're going to take all 3 today.
So that is Hannah Scully from Northcliffe out in front. Emma Woods is sitting on her watch from Alex Headland. There is a gap now back to 3rd. Last time we checked, that was Avoca still hanging in there, but now it is a race in 2 for the gold medal at this stage. Hannah Scully, not afraid to do the work at the moment. She wants that clean water. She also has that inside line coming in that first can as well. So there is the opportunity for her to put on a burst of speed that could force Alex Headlands back to her tails. So plenty to fight for here. They have rounded that first cam, and it is Emma Woods still on her side. Hannah Scully out in front on the purple ski. That's Emma Woods trying so hard to hang on, but it is going to be hard from this moment now. A slight tangle with the boys. They go around doing so well, Alex Headland, to hang in there. She has managed to stay on the wash. So important not to give up any distance for this run home because it is all going to be decided now as they turn back to the beach for the final time in this open female ski relay final of Australia.
And Alexandra Headlands there just opting to just take the more southern route in. I guess she's seeing that there's a little bit more down there and trying to get that runner, but at the moment it is Northcliffe, Hannah Scully leading the way here.
It's a big move. Emma Woods going all in. She is pulled wide of Hannah Scully's wash from Northcliffe. She wants to have a clean run, and what that means is that if she is able to pull level, she won't have to paddle over the top of the wash. But at the moment, it is still Northcliffe out in front. Alex Headlands in 2nd with that inside line coming to the first turning flag. That could be crucial if they can hit the sand at the same time rather. But at the moment, that is a handy lead for Hannah Scully. She looks over her shoulder, and we are now into the final 200 metres of this race.
Yeah, and it looked like Newport might be in 3rd from one of the shots we saw before, but at the moment, Hannah Scully, Northcliffe, she is looking at the line just going, we want to take this. We want all 3 here. We're going to try and take this, but look at the runner. Here comes the runner.
There is a runner for Alex Headlands. Will she be able to pull down it? Yes, she is. It's a sprint finish for the open female ski relay. It's Emma Woods up onto her feet first. Hannah Scully is behind in 2nd place. Woods will turn that finishing flag in front, and this is what it all comes down to. The Australian title will be on the line, and it does.
So close, Sam.
That is too close for us to call in commentary. Hannah Scully has managed to make it a judge's decision. She did the hard work. She pulled clear on the inside on that final sprint, and they have hit the line at the same time. That's Piper Harrison from Newport coming across the line in third. Surfers Paradise up into fourth, with Avoca Beach finishing in fifth place. But that was an unbelievable finish. Just when we had spoken about the fact that there was no assistance on offer, perhaps the wave of the day has forced a sprint finish, and that was the benefit of having the inside line for Alex Headlands. That was incredibly close for our judges to call. Far too close for us to call in commentary, so we are waiting with bated breath. There's a few thumbs up from supporters in the background. A crowd is now starting to gather around the officials as well. And for good reason, because wow, what a finish to our ski relay finals this afternoon, Brooke.
Yeah, that decision to move onto the southern side and the inside of Hannah Scully by Emma Woods was the right decision. Just, you know, that runner that came through, and she just made the most of every little bit of it that she could for that foot race up to the finish. It
was a roll of the dice. She wasn't going to leave anything in the tank, and it did at least pay off in bringing her back level. But Hannah Scully, an incredible paddle. She led around the cans from the start of that third leg. She wanted to do it the hard way, and for good reason as well. Look at this replay of the finish of that Ski Relay Championship of Australia. It's one of the closest races we have seen today. It does look like it might be the battle for the bronze medal. So that was Newport crossing the line for third, Surfers Paradise in 4, and Avoca in 5. But all of the interest was on that battle for the gold medal and the photo finish between the two. So the judges do have an iPad that they do have on the line. They will be consulting the video footage at the moment to try and decide that. But let's head down to Jen Parry on the beach. Maybe she has more that she can shed light for us.
I wish that I had more news for you. We still don't know who's been victorious down here, but Woodsy, we'll have a chat to you first. Okay, let's talk about how great your team is before we get to that wave. What a start in Ali Bull and Lana Rogers.
Yeah, definitely. When you have two of the best going around this week, it definitely helps your confidence and stuff just to hang on. But very fortunate to have those two in the team. Otherwise, I don't think I would have got there, but it is what it is.
And then somehow you managed to dial the wave of the day. What were you thinking when that started to lift up underneath you?
Well, I could hear Jamo and Jack. They have a very distinct voice screaming at me, so I knew something was coming, and I was just lucky enough to pin down it. Scully did all the work on the way out. I can't talk to say I did much. I sat and watched, but very grateful for that and just lucky that that wave came through.
Now, you've been in a moon boot all season. What were you thinking? Fantastic, a sprint finish right now in soft sand is exactly what I need.
Yeah, I haven't ran all year, so the only time I've run is through transitions, but I have had speed over the past few years, so quite lucky with that one, but I didn't know with Scully. Scully's definitely the quickest up the beach, so.
Well, let's talk to Scully, because we're still waiting to figure out who that big win is. Your team, so amazing. D-Mac leading off. That's got to give you so much confidence.
Yeah, obviously she's always up there paddling really well, and we just sort of wanted to hang in there for her as much as we could, and Scotty came through with a really phenomenal paddle. And then, yeah, just had to sort of bring it home. I knew I was in a bit of trouble. I saw her coming down. She had momentum, and sort of just tried to stay with her and see, yeah, it was a struggle in the end. I think we were both hurting a lot.
Do we have an official announcement? All right, come on in, Carolyn. Carolyn, would you like to announce the winner of the female single ski relay?
You may just go to iPad Vision, and Northcliffe won.
There you go, the arms go up. Northcliffe gets the big win here. Carolyn, thank you so much to the crew. We're going to get them tagged in, and we will speak to straight back into Hannah Scully before you're embraced by your teammates. What a nail biter to start Aussies.
Yeah, obviously I know I got a good sprint up the beach, but Emma just had the momentum and went, and I thought I was hurting at the back. I was a couple of metres, and I think she just slowed up a bit and I got her, but phenomenal team. And we're actually, all of us girls were talking beforehand saying that this is the strength of female ski relays at the moment. I haven't seen it this deep in a long time, so to be able to race everyone there and have a really good race and to come away with the win is just phenomenal. And obviously really cool to have Floods, obviously ski paddler, and we put a lot of work in each year, and to be able to get that one. Obviously the 17s and 19s just won it as well, so we took the 3, which is pretty phenomenal.
Well, that's what I wanted to touch on before we left. You've just swept the female ski relay events today. That's a huge effort, and the strength of your club is on show today.
Yeah, it's massive. Obviously we put a lot of work in, and yeah, sometimes we cop a bit of slack from other people, but we're always there training hard. Obviously, especially for the females, Floods is the best coach, I think, across the board of this sport, and that's why so many of us athletes want to go train with her. So pretty phenomenal, and I'm lucky to be a part of that.
Well, you want to train, you want to celebrate though. Let's give a big wave down the camera. Northcliffe taking the clean sweep here. Go celebrate. Congratulations, Scully.
And so much to celebrate as well for Northcliffe. That was an unbelievable finish to seal an unbelievable afternoon for the Gold Coast Powerhouse Club.